Good morning, scholars.
That's a little better. One more time. Good morning to the scholars of Vietnam.
Yeah, that was good. That was
Got it. I am thrilled to be back here. We all at the World Scholars Cup are again great thanks to Mr. Eric, to St. Nicholas, to Ivy Prep, to eQuest, and great thanks to all of you for coming such distance to be here with us today. It warms our heart to be having the largest ever round in Da Nang and in central Vietnam, and we are ready for an exciting day today. Now, before we get to all the things that may be on your mind for the academics, we need some introductions. Now, I am incredibly honored to give you a very brief introduction of Tyus, who I hope will introduce himself, because I haven't seen Tyus in almost 3 years. The last time we saw each other was at the Tournament of Champions at Yale University in November of 2019, right?
Yeah, that's right.
But we have a long history together because Tyus has a long history with the World Scholars Cup. He landed yesterday after flying how many hours?
About 17.
He made a long journey to be here with you today. And so, Tyus, would you introduce yourself? Everybody, a warm welcome for Tyus Scherr.
Thank you, Jeremy. Thank you, scholars, so much. My name is Tyus. I was actually a scholar myself way back in 2015, and I competed for 4 years, and those were just some of the best times of my educational experience. So I'm so excited to bring this program to all of you, and I hope all of you have a wonderful time here. I've been working with the World Scholars Cup for about a year, and then the pandemic happened, but I'm so glad to be back. I'm so happy and thrilled that we have this round today. So thank you for welcoming me, and I want to welcome you scholars to this round. And also, by way of introduction, I'd like to welcome Jeremy and have him introduce himself. Jeremy obviously is a staple of the World Scholars Cup program, and I'm so thrilled that we get to be hosting this round together. Go ahead.
Well, Tyus, that's very nice of you, but let's get a little bit more in the way of introduction, because I want you to know who we have with you here. So, you participated in World Scholars Cup for several years, right?
Yeah, several years.
Tyus is a bit unique in that Tyus has won a world championship, like a global round championship, but not just one. And I think, if I'm not wrong, Tyus, not just 2, not just 3, maybe?
Just one more.
We have one of the most decorated scholars in World Scholars Cup history at both the global rounds and the Tournament of Champions, and he's too humble to tell you about it. But I think they probably want to hear about some of your experiences. So, which global rounds did your team participate at and do well in, let's say?
Yeah, the ones that our team did well in, probably back in 2018, the Kuala Lumpur Global Round, our team managed, I think, to get second in that, and then that following TOC, the 2018 TOC, our team came first, and that was just an incredible experience, yeah.
Yeah, it really was. Tyus from Osaka, participated from Osaka in Japan, and was a Scholar of the Year. So I'm just thrilled that he's here with us today. Me, myself, I'm so happy to have been at the rounds in Vietnam since the beginning. So, scholars, we started in 2014 here in Vietnam. The World Scholars Cup started in 2006, but it took us a while to get here. And I was really happy to be there back in Ho Chi Minh City when it first got started. The program has grown over the years. In our last full season, we had more than 2,000 scholars coming from Vietnam. And representing your country so well at our global rounds and our Tournament of Champions. And I've been privileged to be part of that all along. I come originally from a place called Texas. Has anyone here ever been to Texas? Oh, you have. That's great. My countrymen. What do they have in Texas? She says chicken, like Texas chicken. Is that right? What do they have in Texas? Oh, cowboys. You know, sometimes when I get Grab or Uber, and they ask me where I'm from, and I say Texas, that's what they ask. They say, are you a cowboy? But you know, guys, I don't know if this ever happened to you, but sometimes people will hear where you're from and they'll think something about you because they'll think everyone from that place is the same. But the truth is, everyone in Texas is not a cowboy. And the truth is, I do not own a horse. Which means, by sort of logical connections, this is not a horse. This is instead our next introduction. Titus, do you want to introduce what are these things that are with us today and why?
Well, scholars, what is this not? Okay, well, we can jump to that. It is an alpaca, scholars. It is not a llama, is what I wanted to get at there, and it's not a horse. It is an alpaca. Now, scholars, why are alpacas here on the stage?
Không, người ta tất cả là số mọi người một con đấy. Chỉ đi lấy cút.
He has an idea. Yes, sir.
So cute.
I think they serve as
Đấy phải tự tin.
a gift for scholars.
Yeah, to serve as a gift for scholars. That's one reason why it's here on stage.
Part of it. Let's get another guess. What's your guess?
Nó hỏi là vì sao mình có cái con đấy ở trên đây?
Motivation for the scholars.
That's a good answer, yeah.
That was good. Motivation.
Motivation.
We have a guess here. What's your guess?
My guess is Pokemon toy.
I've never heard that before, but that's a guess.
Any guesses from back here? Yes, sir.
Con đang nghĩ là con như gì? Thầy nghĩ. Con nghĩ điều đúng từ.
Whoa! Iconic.
Yeah, it's an icon now.
Nice. I like your guess.
Oh, we have a scholar here. Yeah, what's your guess?
I think that is a calming antidote for those who are so nervous.
It's an antidote for people who are nervous.
That's pretty good. Man, there have been some really good guesses. I like that.
Great answers.
That's great. What's the truth, Caius?
Well, the truth, it's almost all those things. Now, Alpaca is anything you want it to be at this round, and it's what we have here as our mascot of the World Scholars Cup program.
And some people ask, why did you choose the alpaca? And it gets to some of the things that were mentioned. Because alpacas are two things. Well, maybe they're more than two. But two things that they are. Number one, the alpaca is brave. Doesn't this look like a brave alpaca? Examine his courageousness. You can see it all over his face. Alpacas are brave because sometimes scholars have to be brave. Somebody here maybe, as mentioned, a little nervous. Could have a little anxiety. That's possible. Could need some motivation. The alpaca represents what we want you all to know, which is that today, this weekend, you may do things that push you out of your comfort zone a little bit, and that's okay. And that this is a welcoming environment for that. And if you ever feel a little too nervous, just come up here and grab one of these alpacas and give them a hug.
Scientifically proven to help.
Scientifically proven. So that's one thing, the alpaca is brave. The other thing the alpaca is, the other thing about the alpaca is it's sort of a, maybe adorable, it's sort of a pack animal. Alpacas love other people. And what's really important to us at the World Scholars Cup is that we're not just coming together today here in Da Nang, okay? We're actually coming together all around the world in more than 50 countries. As we speak, there are scholars gathering in China for a global round. Next weekend, we'll be in Cambodia, in the Maldives, along with Hanoi. When you join the World Scholars Cup, we're inviting you on a journey that starts here, but could take you to international events where you'll find scholars like you from all over the world. So those are two things about the alpaca.
Yeah, scholars, and you never know. Sometimes you'll just be walking in an airport and you'll see another alpaca, and it's a sign of solidarity. It's a sign that you've been through things together and you have a shared experience. So, indeed, alpaca.
Now you got to know us by names. We would like to find out some of your names throughout the day, so let us know. But let's start. I'm going to introduce this guy to you. He has a name, and I know what it is. I'm hearing some guesses. Did I hear someone say Reggie? What else? What's this guy's name? This alpaca's name is almost what you said, but not quite. His name is Jerry. Can you all say hello, Jerry? Nice. All right. I'm gonna go one by one. This alpaca, his name. His name is Jerry. And this alpaca, his name is Jerry. All the alpacas are named Jerry. So can you say, hello's Jerry's? We're learning grammar as we go. But actually, I've already told you a lie. I don't know if that will be the last one. They're not all named Jerry, because some of them look a little different, and they have a different name.
Scholars, what is this alpaca name? Skittles. Now, why is it named Skittles, Jeremy?
So I've heard a couple of different stories. Number one, I don't know, do they have this candy in Vietnam? Not every country has. Have you seen this candy, Skittles? Okay. So Skittles candy comes in the many different colors. Okay? But I also heard another theory. These alpacas are born at a factory in China.
What?
And I've heard that if they leave the alpaca in the oven too long, that this will happen to it.
Oh, I see. Do they just mesh together somehow?
Sometimes it's becomes sort of radioactive. Now,
What?
I think I might have with me, actually, let me see if I have this guy with me to show you. But you have to promise me. Do you promise that you won't laugh? You won't make fun of this guy?
Of course.
Because he's a little different. Okay. All right.
Please don't go.
So the thing is,
Try to not laugh.
the alpacas, they don't start out as big as these are. And they don't even start out as big as Jerry is. They start out much smaller, and this guy, well, all right. So he had some other little things happen to him. And he was born with a horn on his head. See? He's got a horn on his head. And he was also born with a plastic hook. Can you see? Titus, what should we name him?
What should we name him? Any good suggestions, scholars, for names? Yeah, what's your guess? Good suggestion. Blueberry. I like that. Any good names? Yeah. like Jerry.
He's leaning in.
Yeah, what's your name? That again? Electrocuted Jerry.
Okay, we got a theme building here. How about you?
Blue Angel.
Biết thì cứ
Blue Angel.
Blue Angel, because of the wings,
Such a
right?
sweet name.
Yeah, she has wings.
How
Yeah.
about you?
Rainbow Princess.
Rainbow Pisces? Wow.
Rainbow Pegasus.
Pegasus,
You
sorry.
know what? Can we take this one and that one and make this one Blueberry Pegasus?
I like that. I like that a lot. Blueberry Pegasus.
All right. So scholars, as you can see, he's not the only unicorn. He also has an ice cream cone on his head. Does this
Nó
couple
phải chiến thắng đi mới được. Con này chắc phải chiến thắng vậy nha, cao nhất thì mới được.
I've heard it called sherbet. All right. At any rate, what we want you to know when you join the World Scholars Club is the alpaca means something to us. We hope it means something to you. But scholars, let's talk about the journey ahead. Let's talk about what we're in for today and maybe what we're in for this year and beyond. So, we are here at the combined round of Da Nang Skittles and Da Nang Regular. On our website, you can find very useful information. After the event today, you may want to go to our website today, tomorrow, and find the results. You could do that. Or you may decide that you want to connect with us in other ways that you are probably too young to use. What do we have here, Tyus?
Well, we have a Twitter and an Instagram account.
Do people in Vietnam use Twitter? Do students use Instagram? Titus, do students at Yale use Facebook?
Facebook, not so much, but some people still do.
People in Vietnam use Facebook. Anyway, connect to us through the social network of your choosing, and maybe we'll reply, maybe we won't. But as we mentioned, what we're starting, we hope, is a global journey. It's a journey that begins with a regional round, like the one we will share together today. From the regional round, Tyus already mentioned some of his experiences at a global round. So in 2022, what do we have? This one is grayed out because it already happened. It's no longer an option. In June, we had a really nice event. But there are future opportunities. Who would like to go to a global round in Chengdu?
Chengdu.
It says they won't let you into their country.
Scholars who would like to go to the global round in Prague.
Well, register tonight because Prague is like next week. Who would like to go to a global round in Cape Town, South Africa?
What? Hai ông kia.
Nice place, Cape Town.
Kệ, cứ cười cho vui.
Scholars who would like to go to the global round in
Đi
Bangkok.
du lịch qua Màn Ảnh hả?
Wow, that's a lot of scholars.
Cứ giờ lên cho vui.
Coming up September
Cứ
2nd
giờ hết
through
là cho vui.
7th.
Đi Nha Trang.
And finally, for the second time
Vui
ever,
vẻ tự tin là
we are
chiến thắng.
thrilled to bring a global round to Vietnam. There is at least one scholar here. Is there one scholar from Nha Trang? There's several scholars. That's awesome. Who would like to go to a global round in Nha Trang?
Giờ lên.
We'd love to see you there. Tell us more about your city later. It's really beautiful. So those will be your options. We will find out at the end of this round who qualifies for those global rounds. What we would like you to see, let's take a moment
có màn ảnh nhỏ
together
này gì nữa.
to take a look at one of the
Ghét hết, lịch
experiences
sử các thứ ghét hết.
that could be coming ahead to
Em có đi
you.
đâu?
Now, first we should mention the final step of the journey after the global rounds is the tournament champions at Yale
Tôi đã
University.
du lịch có màn ảnh nhỏ hết rồi.
Titus,
Hết
what
các
is
ở đâu?
one special thing
Champion.
you can think of about TOC?
One really special thing about TOC is that you get to meet a new alpaca, and this time the alpaca is real. That's right, scholars.
Cái con gì đây? Con gì đây?
His name is Painted Warrior. He does belong to the scholars. He belongs to the World Scholars community. Now they tell me that alpacas have an expected age of around 15 years. Painted Warrior just had his 16th birthday. So if you want to meet him, you should come to the TOC this year.
We will.
But start applying for your visas now. So let's take a look at what could be ahead for us. This is an example of a global round from right before things stopped, I think in the place of Beijing.
Bắc Kinh.
Beijing.